If you've been on the more niche side of Gorilla Tag, you may have heard of this content creator by the name of 3TryGT. On the surface, he's a seemingly funny and humorous person with about 7,000 subscribers and a Discord server just shy of about 1,500. But what if I told you, behind the camera, he's not only racist and homophobic for the dumbest reasons ever, and that server familiar is hiding a dark secret. This is the story of 3TryGT, Gorilla Tag's most evil YouTuber. On December 11th, 2025, 3Try presented the idea of an undercover channel by the name of GT Mystery. This would, and was, a parallel to TagCat's project Gorilla Tag Countdown. It followed the same principle of 100 videos every day until the last day. I offered to help out with an animation under one principle. I would be credited. Now, I poured my heart and soul into this animation, down to the audio. About a day later, he posted the video, but this wasn't the same video I had sent him last night. The video was cropped to a 1:1 ratio, the audio being the same in both ears, and it was overall just a horrible version of what I had spent hours on. And the worst part? I wasn't even credited. However, this wasn't the only thing he had stolen. About 10 days after he made this account, he started an event called FestiveTubers, which was almost a complete rip of a previous event called JollyTubers, down to the very maps that were in circulation. Now, this would only be petty until you realize that this copy got over 3 times more members than the original, and it's clear why he's doing it. It's for fame. The undercover channel is so they can draw even more attention to this guy, and the event was just another tactic to farm subscribers. It would also be for the Another Axiom Creator Badge, however this is semi-unlikely. Going back to FestiveTubers, its first official event happened only a couple days after JollyTuber's first run, and a group of people were prepared. You see, the plan was to go into lobbies and silently move around with the names Justice for Jolly Unite. It was harmless, and it stayed like that until 3Try noticed. I think it was safe to say he was pretty hot-headed as his event was just exposed in front of its members. After all of this was sorted out, me and a couple of others were in the VC talking about the event. He immediately began hurling allegations at this one person who I'll call John Doe to keep anonymous. Now me and John were friends with each other and I wanted him to know that 3Try was a liar. So I DM'd him proof of 3Try lying. However, John didn't know what I was sending him and I know that 3Try would be pissed if he found out that I wasn't the only one who knew that he was a liar. John accidentally screen shared for a second our DMs and I freaked out as 3Try was watching the stream. Then, he fires. He told John to go into a private VC to show him the DMs, then later admitted that he blackmailed John into showing them. Now, this could already be unforgivable. However, things only get worse from here. Before I begin this chapter, I want to introduce you to Zelix. Zelix GT is a Gorilla Tag AAC who is decently known in the Gorilla Tag space with a sub count of over 22,000. However, there has been some controversy surrounding him. Now, Zelix has done some stuff that can be considered bad, and I'm not defending him with this video, but in 3Try's video titled Beat Gorilla Tag's Most Racist AAC brings all of these claims either too far or out of nowhere. Out of 6 pieces of evidence in the video, 2 are true, 2 were taken way too far or meant unseriously, and 2 were just completely made up. His reason for doing this is unknown, and we currently have no clue if Zelix has been related to 3Try other than this, but we can assume that it was to get his badge taken away and ruin his public image. Now this is where things start getting steeper. Anything from here on out is unapologized for by 3Try. There are many cases of him being toxic and fully cussing out people, so we'll be going through them in this chapter. So, to start things off, we got what I'd like to coin as the Trump lover incident.
A Trump lover? Shut up.
Dig deeper socks, bro.
The big orange man lover? Shut up.
Wait, why is someone all over the wall? No one.
We love Obama better. We love Obama. Because,
I love Obama more as well.
The hot
we love
Cheetos are
Obama
left.
because he's black. We love
Obama's
Obama
my
because he's
favorite
black.
president.
In what you just saw, 3Try is practically harassing this guy in a code for being an American and calling him a Trump lover. The next incident happened on a live stream. The following clip was taken of him cussing out a player.
You are exactly mute me. Mute me. Exactly. Mute me. Go mute me, you stupid. You racist piece of shit.
Now, these are all really bad, but somehow this is only some of the lightest sources of toxicity that he's done. Homophobia is the hatred, disgust, or discomfort of people a part of the LGBTQIA+ community. Slurs are biased and incredibly rude words meant to offend people of certain groups. 3TryGT has done and used both of these things, from calling people in the LGBTQIA+ community the F-slur, and calling many other people the R-slur. Now, as a victim of both of these myself, I can confirm that I, and most likely many of the others, didn't appreciate this. There's also a clip of him saying on stage that he wants to kill every femboy, and then later clarifying that it's not a joke.
What's up, guys? It's 3Try here, and today we are going to be killing every femboy. Yo, no one's joking back.
I'll put a couple more screenshots up of him saying the F-slur on screen. Now, this should be the end. It can't possibly get worse than this. Right? This is the final chapter. The entire video has been leading up to this, so let's scratch the tip of the final iceberg. This next situation happened on April 22nd, 2026. 3TryTT told a 13-year-old who has requested to be anonymized to commit suicide. This is completely unacceptable, and this cannot be passed off as a joke, as he did it twice to the same guy. What makes this especially worse is that the person had a lot going on behind the screen, and this could have gotten them gone if he hadn't known what 3Try was already doing. This next incident is where the racism part of the chapter name comes in. On the same day, 3Try was talking to another AAC named Dynamite, and called him the N-word hard R. There was absolutely nothing that could have justified this, as the only thing that could have triggered this was being called a scaredy cat. After all of this and being confronted, 3Try still refused to believe that any of this happened, and brushing it off as AI, even after showing proof and evidence of all of this. Only when he was confronted by the finger painter Pixel GT did he cave in and give a half-hearted apology to a couple of the victims. And even if you didn't want to take my word for it, I got 2 of the victims to do an interview about the situation. So yes, as previously stated, I got 2 of the victims involved in this situation to answer some questions about it. Here's what they said. Do any of you have personal experience with 3Try?
Yes, I do. He's said a lot of messed up stuff to me, such as like, you know, the F slur, the R slur. He said the N-word a couple times to me. I'd say like things that he shouldn't really be mad about. And then he just gets so rage baited and he just starts just spamming slurs. He's just a really like messed up guy.
He's called me multiple slurs before. He's told me to end myself. He's just overall said bad things about like my friends and stuff. He's been rude to me, really toxic, and I don't think that anyone should be able to just tell someone to end their life.
When did you guys meet 3Try?
I met him around a year ago. My friend Ellis VR and Parker VR introduced me to him. He seemed more of an aggressive person. Like he came off as aggressive, and like he usually like make jokes that like kind of were like insulting, and like they weren't really funny.
I met him 3 weeks ago, maybe. I don't know, that's just an incident.
What was the worst thing that 3Try had done to you guys?
The worst thing he's done to me is probably call me the N-word twice. And yeah, that was pretty bad.
The worst thing he's done to me is tell me to end my life, because obviously it's not a good thing to say, especially when you don't know what's going on behind the screen.
What are your opinions on the situation?
My opinion is that he needs to change, and like he needs to just stop, like, and it's like really hard to get him to do that, because like he can't even say like a simple sorry. I mean, even if he said sorry, like it won't really cut it.
My opinion is that no one should be able to do this, no one should be allowed to do this, no one is allowed to do this. There should be consequences with this. He should be blacklisted from AA. He should not be able to get at this with just a scratch. These are horrible actions. No one is allowed to do them, no one should be allowed to do them ever. 3Try is a horrible person and he deserves whatever's coming to him.
Anything else that you guys would like to say?
I don't really have anything else to say, but this situation needs to be handled, and yeah, thanks for having me.
So, after this bombshell of truth, let's reflect on this. Long story short, 3TryTT is a toxic, homophobic, and racist content creator who threatens and blackmails people for info. He steals other people's events for fame and recognition and runs away when confronted. As of now, he doesn't seem like he will be changing from this personality anytime soon. Also, I'd advise not to trust him one bit due to the severity of these actions. He has seriously offended many people with his actions, and again, probably won't change. With the video over, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.